All right, moving on to number 3. Still a prism, right? And now it's a triangular prism, which means the base is a triangle. And the base is actually a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So I'm going to draw the base because I kind of want to see what that will look like. And I'm just going to label it 30, 60, 90. And I'm told that the shortest side of the base has to be 3. So the shortest side will be opposite the 30 degree angle, which will be right here, 3. And if I go ahead and label according to the special right triangle pattern that we've seen many, many, many times, the side opposite 30 is x, opposite 90 is 2x, and opposite 60 is x root 3. So if x is 3, then opposite the hypotenuse will be 6, and this will be 3 root 3. All right, you might ask, why do we need it? Well, for the first question, we want to find the volume. Let's go back to the actual problem. The volume, because it's a prism, will be that big B times H. Now, big B is the area of this triangle, because that's the base. And the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height of the triangle. So now that I've drawn it like this, and I see this right angle, if you remember, base and height are where the right angle, meet. So if I look at this triangle, 1/2 base, that's going to be 3 root 3, and the height of my triangle is 3. So this is 1/2 of 3 times 3 root 3, which would be 9 over 2 root 3, or 4.5 root 3. That represents my big B, the area of that base. So let's go back to our formula over here. Volume will be that number, 4.5 root 3, times the height of the whole prism. And the height of the whole prism is 12. So let's go ahead and put this in our calculator so we can actually get one number. I'm going to give it to you with root and without a root. This would be 54 root 3, which is the same thing as 93.530 inches cubed. Okay, those are the same thing. All right, what's the surface area? Well, let's think about the surface area formula for the prism. Surface area is 2 big B's plus P times H. All right. 2, we just found big B. That was 4.5 root 3 plus P. Okay, well, P is the perimeter of the base. So let's look at our triangle again. Right, we have a 3. This is 6, and this is 3 root 3 triangle. So the perimeter of this triangle will be 3 plus 6 plus 3 root 3. That's the same thing as 9 plus 3 root 3. All right, that's our perimeter. 9 plus 3 root 3 times H being the height of the whole prism again, which is 12. All right, I'm going to give you both answers, but most of you, I expect at this point in time, will go ahead and switch to decimals and give me an answer in decimals. But I will give you both answers. This will be 9 root 3 plus 108 plus 36 root 3. So in radicals, this whole answer will be 45 root 3 plus 108. This is inches squared. If you had gone ahead and switched to decimals at this point in time, you would get 45 root 3 plus 108, which would be 185.942 inches squared. Both of those are completely acceptable. All right, last but not least, you're trying to make a plaster mold of a regular hexagonal prism. Each edge of the base needs to be 4 centimeters. If you only have 35 cubic centimeters of plaster, which would be the volume, and you want to use it all, how deep should you make the mold? All right, so we know the volume, which means we're going to need that volume formula, which is now 1/3 B times H. And it's 1/3 because it's a pyramid, not a prism. And we saw yesterday in the video that the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 of the volume of its prism. counterpart. All right, so we want that number to be 35 to be 1/3 big B times H. And H is what we're looking for. All right, so what we need to find is big B. So don't forget, big B is the area of the base, which in our case is a hexagon. Anything more than 4 sides, we're going to use the 1/2 A times P. So I'm going to draw this hexagon. It's a little small hexagon, very bad looking, apologize. The edge is 4. So if you remember correctly, we're going to pop out that triangle, that 30, 60, 90 degree triangle that we're going to find right here. The apothem is what we're looking for our formula. Half of that base is going to be 2. And since the apothem is opposite a 60 degree angle, the apothem will be 2 root 3. X times root 3. So the area of my base is 1/2 apothem 2 root 3 times perimeter. That's the perimeter of the whole base. There are 6 sides and they're each 4 centimeters, so that will be 24 centimeters. Put this all together. 1/2 times 2 is just 1, and 1 times 24 is 24. So this is 24 root 3. That's our base. 24 root 3. All right, I want to solve for H. I'm going to simplify this. 35 is 24 over 3 is 8 root 3 times H. Divide by 8 root 3. Divide by 8 root 3. And now we have H, which is, and I'm going to type it all into my calculator in one go, 35 divided by, use parentheses around that bottom again, parentheses around the bottom, 8 root 3. And that gives me 2.525 centimeters. All right, what will the surface area of the plaster be? Well, now we have our height. We can use the surface area formula. The surface area of a pyramid was 1B, because we only have one base, plus 1/2 perimeter times L, which is lateral height. Or slant height, I'm sorry, slant height. Same thing. Big B, 24 root 3 plus 1/2 perimeter. Well, the perimeter we just set up here was 24. And now slant height we have to find. Okay, this is like the problem we did yesterday in class, where slant height makes a right triangle with the height. So here's the slant height, here's the height, and this is actually the apothem. We had done this today in class. It's like there's a right triangle inside that pyramid. So I'm going to fill in what I know. The height is 2.525. 2.525. Slant height is what I'm looking for, and the apothem, which we found, was 2 root 3. So let me solve for L. H squared plus A squared equals L squared. That's 2.525 squared plus, I'm going to use the decimal approximation, so 2 root 3 is 3.464 squared equals L squared. I'm going to add these together. So 2.525 squared in my calculator plus 3.464 squared in my calculator gives me 18.3749. That's L squared, so L is the square root of that answer, which is 4.2865. Go ahead, plug that all the way in back up here. 4.2865. And now I'm going to use my calculator to get the whole surface area. 24 root 3, close my parentheses, plus 1 divided by 2 times 24 times 4.2865. That whole number comes out to be 93.007. And this is centimeters. And since it's an area, that means it is squared. All right, guys. Good luck.